So you lot, the last place I left off with this, I know it's a slow progress, but that's just the way I'm doing it, so if you don't like it, go and do something else. It's a slow thing. So the last time I left off with this, I didn't have a clutch bell for this engine. However, I was standing here and I thought to myself, because I'd already thought about it, but I decided against it, but I thought, let's take the bell off of the other engine. So this is one of my buggies, and the engine that's in it had a Red's clutch belt on it, and so I thought to myself, well, that's a 13 tooth bell. I could just take that off of here. It's not as if I'm going to need it anytime particularly soon. I'll take this off and then I'll get a new one and put a new one on here. So this has got a 3-screw clutch on it. I was thinking about, I might put a 4-screw on it. I don't know yet, I might get another 4-screw and put that on there, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this. So now we've got a 13 tooth Red's racing clutch bell on here. Also, if you remember, the flywheel had a big gap between itself and the block. Now that was obviously, it weren't right, and I was looking at it and I'm thinking I can't really leave it like that, and it was probably due one of the, I don't know if this is going to fit in the engine bay yet either with the mods that I've done, but what I did was I took the collar and I filed it down, right down, and kept filing it, kept trying it, kept filing it until I found where it actually worked. And I've got it now, so the gap is that big. I can file it a bit more to get it to go closer if I need to, but I think that'll probably be enough. I mean, the engine, the other engine, has got a rough sort of the similar sort of gap, so I think that's going to be about right. Anyway, engine mounts on. The only thing I need is the exhaust, but let's see if it will now fit in the engine bay with this bell and the flywheel put slightly further back. Well, I tell you what, you lot, it is close. It is very close. Hopefully the holes for the bolts will line up. It looks like they will. I mean, on that side it looks like it's pretty much lined up, and I think we'll be alright. It is close though. Look how close that is, that spur to that bell. I'm going to order, I've noticed Luke's RC shop does the hardened spur gears, so I'll probably get one from there. I'm going to get a metal one. So we've got a 13 tooth and they mesh together, which is good. I was a bit worried that they might not want to mesh particularly well, given that's a 49 tooth spur and that's a 13 tooth bell, but they do, they mesh together really well. The only thing now is I need to work out the exhaust. I might stick the manifold on now, but then I've got to try and, I don't think the pipe that I've ordered, I don't think it'll fit onto the old manifold. We'll have to work that out. Anyway, nice. So I'm not going to bolt the engine in because I need to take it out anyway. Plus I've got to turn the carb around because at the moment the throttle's on the wrong side. It's on this side. The throttle needs to be on that side. So I've just got to undo the bolt and turn the carb around, and then we'll have it on the right side. But yeah, at least it goes in there now, and we've got a bell that actually will work. Sweet. Alright, just put the servo back in. I'll put the new servo saver on. It's only a plastic one, so it won't last long, but at least it'll be better than the one that was on it. The one that was on it, the splines had gone. So there's the splines. They'd gone, so that was rubbish, no good. So I put a new one of those on, lovely jubbly. But I have no patience today, man. I literally, you have to take all of this off to take that off to get to the last screw, and it's about 35.5 degrees today, and I don't have any patience in the heat, so I'm just plodding along slowly, and before long I'm going to get the chainsaw out and just cut it in half with the chainsaw, and then we'll be alright then. Well, it's saying that ain't right here because I put the new servo saver on. I've done the screw up as tight as it'll go, but we still got ain't right. So there's something a bit dicky going on there, but The splines on the servo are fine, and it ain't nothing to do with the servo, because the servo, it was all working fine before, and then all of a sudden it just stopped, because the old servo saver stripped, you know, the spline stripped. So why is a new one not working? That is the question, and I reckon it's because the new one is no good. It came out of that mystery box, didn't it, that second mystery box that I got. But the thing is, the plastic servo savers, they're crap anyway. The new ones, they don't last all that long. Having said that, the one on my actual original Savage is the original servo saver. I don't know how bloody it all works, but the fact of the matter is this one ain't working. So that's going to go in the bin. I'm going to have to buy a metal one, and then we'll go from there. So I haven't really moved any further forward in the progress, have I? Yeah, you see, the splines on that servo, there's nothing wrong with them whatsoever. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them splines on that servo. If we ever focus, they're absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with them whatsoever. Where's the control? All those splines are absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with them at all. The splines inside this brand new. Actually, what's going on here? This is supposed to be a brand new servo saver, but it's got dirt on it. Alright, maybe it wasn't. I was under the understanding that this was a brand new servo saver, but it's obviously not. And the splines in there are also stripped, as you can see. There we go, the splines in there are all stripped out. So yeah, this came from that mystery box, the second mystery box that I got. That's why I thought it was a new one. Obviously it's not, and it's an old one, and that is stripped out as well. So I ain't got no more, I ain't got any further with that, so I'm going to have to go and buy a metal one and just be done with it, and that'll be that sorted. I can put all this back together. Hopefully by the time I get a metal servo saver, I'll have an exhaust as well, and then I'll be able to put the engine in and the rest of the stuff. So yeah, we didn't get no further, did we? Bloody hell. Well, I suppose I kind of am a little bit further. I can, now I've got the servo bolted in, I can put the top half back together, can't I? I don't need to get to the top anymore, so I can tidy all the wires up. So I'm going to do that now. There we go, I've got the battery, everything's in. I've got a charge switch installed in there now, because there wasn't a charge switch in there before. So now I can charge it up without having to take the battery out. I've got the brand new battery in there that come with that Carnage the other day. That's charging at the moment at 1 amp, so that'll be a nice slow charge for it. And yeah, there we go. I still got to put the bottom back together and everything, but I think I'll leave it on the bench like that. I'll tidy up a little bit, just so I'm not taking it on and off. And I'll get a metal servo saver on the way, and I'm going to get a metal spur gear from Luke's RC shop, and I'll make sure it's a new one this time. As I say, I thought that servo saver was new, but it's not, so I'll make sure I get a new spur gear from there, because they sell everything to do with Savages. If you want anything to do with a Savage, go to Luke's RC shop, and you get 10% off if you use the discount code HaggardRC. So there you go. Nice, there we go. I'll tidy up. I'm going to go and have a roast dinner, because today is Sunday, and we're a bit late today because we had a lot of stuff to do, but the old roast dinner is cooking at the moment, so it's probably nearly done by now. So I'm going to go and have some food, and I'll catch you lot on the next one. Thanks for watching. All the best. Ciao for now.